BES Embroidery Lettering 3 now has a ScanNCut feature added to it. Click on the hoop down arrow and choose the Select Hoop. Choose the 100 by 100 hoop and click OK. Click Add Design and then choose Add Applique Design. These are the built-in appliques in our software. In the Properties window, click to the far right side of the word Applique 001 and this will bring up a menu of applique designs that are built into the software. Scroll down and find an applique design that you'd like to use. When you find one, click on it to select it, and then click in the design page to insert the design at its digitized size. Click on the Select tool and it will select the design automatically. To get the design into our hoop, we want to click on the Arrange tab and choose Center. This will let us know if it fits into our hoop or not. Now, click off the design to deselect it, and then click on the Tools tab. On the Tools tab, you'll see our new ScanNCut button. This turns the applique placement line into a piece of artwork that we can use to print out for our ScanNCut. Click the ScanNCut button. You'll notice that it turned it into solid pieces of art. There are two pieces in this and we want to split those up. So what we will do is click on the center piece and then left mouse click and drag it out to the right side. That way you have two distinctive pieces from which to work with. Now, if you don't want to use the ScanNCut canvas, all you have to do is print this. Go to the B pull-down menu and choose Print and then Print Preview. When you're printing out artwork, you don't want the crosshairs, so click on the Settings icon. Remove the check mark in front of Print Color Analysis and Show Crosshair, and click OK. You should notice that all you have on your sheet now are the pieces of artwork. You may now print this out. If you're going on a black and white printer, you might prefer to change the colors of these pieces to solid black. Let me show you how to do that real quick. Close the Print Preview, click on a piece of the design, and then click on the black color tile on the color ribbon. Do the same thing with the other piece. Since I'm using a laser printer, that's what I'm going to do. This will allow me to just print in solid black colors. Now, let's go back up to the B pull-down menu, choose Print, and then Print Preview. You'll notice our crosshatches are not there, so now we can press our Print button. This will print out our design onto a piece of paper. Now, if I were planning on using this with my ScanNCut canvas, instead of printing it out, I would go up to the B pull-down menu and choose Export Image. This will export it into an image file format that our ScanNCut canvas can use. From the Save as Type pull-down menu, I would choose PNG file. And then I would type in a name for my file. For this one, I'm going to choose Flower. Note where you save it to. I'm going to go down here to my ScanNCut button. I have a ScanNCut files area, and I will choose Save. Leave the image at the defaults and click OK. You now have a PNG file that you can use with the ScanNCut canvas. So let's log into our ScanNCut canvas. I'm logged into my ScanNCut canvas, so I want to click on New to create a new project. Since I want to trace a piece of artwork, I'm going to click the Image Tracing mode, choose a file, and that would be in my ScanNCut canvas area. That will be in my ScanNCut files folder. Here's my flower. I'm going to click Open, and you'll notice that my flower is on the screen. Click Preview and note where the blue lines are. See, the blue lines are going all around the outside edges of my flower. That's exactly what I want it to do. So I'm going to click OK. Now I have a PNG file that has been turned into my FCM file. I have inserted a USB stick into my computer. Now I'm going to title my project. I'm going to call it Flower, and I'm ready to download to take it to my ScanNCut machine. Press the download button, right mouse click and choose Save Link As. Choose the location that you'd like to save it to. I want to go to my removable disk, and I'm going to click Save. This will save the FCM file to my USB drive. I'm ready to close this window. Now I can safely eject my hardware from my computer and take it to my ScanNCut machine to cut. We're in my sewing studio now. I have my printed template from BES Embroidery Lettering. I'm going to press the load button on the ScanNCut machine, and then I'm going to press Scan. We will choose Scan to cut data and press Start. The machine will scan our images. Once the image is recognized, we'll press the top button to grab the outside edges and crop using the arrows. And save that to our machine. We're going to choose the machine and press OK. Press the Home button. Press OK and eject your scan mat. Now, we're going to choose our pattern, and this will be from our saved data. Press the machine, and our image will be on our last page because it's the last thing that we scanned. Locate it and press OK. I have some material on my cutting mat that I've prepared with the adhesive contact sheets. I'm going to load that into the machine, and since it doesn't fill up my mat, I'm going to scan to see where I can place my pieces. Now, you can see my scanned pieces of fabric. I'm going to press the top button, which is our editing screen, and I'm going to move my pieces onto the fabric. And then I need to reverse them since I've got my fabric in upside down with my contact sheets on top of them. So I'm going to press the Modify button here and reverse my image for the first one and increase its size by 1 millimeter so that I know that my fabric will get caught underneath my satin stitch for my embroidery. If you're not in metric, press your settings and change your unit of measure to metric. Press OK. Now select the other piece and do the same thing for it. Modify, mirror it, increase by 1 millimeter, and press OK. We're ready to cut our pieces. We're going to press OK again. Adjust your blade depth for your fabric. My blade depth is at about 4 1/4 and my pressure is set at 2. Your settings for your machine may be slightly different. Let's press OK and press Cut. Press Start. The machine will cut out our applique pieces. When it's finished cutting, press Eject, unload the mat, and peel the fabric from away from your embroidery pieces, your applique pieces, and then you're ready to take the applique pieces and use them at the embroidery machine. Now we're going to press OK. If instead of using the scan function you use the ScanNCut canvas, let's press our Home tab. Instead of pulling from the scan, we would choose from Patterns and we would choose from Saved Data. You would have your USB stick loaded into the machine and choose from USB stick. There's our ScanNCut canvas data. Click OK. We would do the same thing with it as we did before because we didn't reverse it in our ScanNCut canvas. So press on your Edit button, click the Modify button, increase it by 1 millimeter, and press the Mirror button. Do this for each piece. Mirror, increase by 1 millimeter, and click OK. Click OK again, and you can scan your fabrics just like we did before and cut exactly the same way. And that's how you use BES embroidery lettering with a ScanNCut.